Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm starting a project that I've been wanting to do for quite a while, but we're going to do a board and batten wall on kitchen wall in our kitchen, obviously. And right now I'm getting all my boards cut. So I got my two long boards cut. These are 131 inches long. I'm getting ready to cut the vertical boards for it. This is just going to be my top cap, but I haven't cut it to size yet. It's going to be like a 2-day project. I'm going to get everything cut and assembled tonight, and then might get my wood panels cut, my inserts that go in it. Tomorrow I got to go find the trim that I want to use to do on the insides of it, trim it all out, caulk it, paint it, get it done. So trying to get all this done before my wife gets back home. Her and the kids are out of town right now, and this seems like a good time to start this project. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting these down to size that I need. There's no need to bore y'all with that. Well, I am going to show you what we're going to do as far as assembly goes. So I'll see y'all back in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. So got all my pieces cut to size here. As you can tell, I'm putting my pocket jig together because we're going to build this whole thing out here in the garage and then carry it in the house as a unit. Now I know there's tons and tons of videos on TikTok of people building these things, and I don't know. You see so many videos of people just gluing these boards right to the wall, liquid nail. Sometimes they use nail guns, sometimes they don't. But here's my issue with that. You're never guaranteed you're going to hit studs with all of your vertical pieces running up and down, right? You're never guaranteed you're going to have a stud right behind it. You're going to have issues. It's not how I want to do mine. So I'm building it as one unit. I've already got these laid out. This is my top board. Now you might notice my top board, this is a 1x6, and my bottom board is 1x6. My top board is 1x4. There's a reason behind that. I'm not doing this janky stuff where you go buy a piece of trim and turn it upside down and stand it on your baseboard for this to rest on. We're taking the baseboard off the wall. The baseboard will go behind this piece right here, okay? That's the whole reason behind that. Now, I needed a 1x8. They didn't have 1x8s. So we're going to make spacers that sit down below this. This is going to sit approximately 2 inches off the floor. That's not a big deal because your baseboard is going to hide that anyways. But when it's done, your reveal is going to have the same as this. So this is 3.5. We'll have 3.5 shown right here, and then the baseboard on it. It's going to make it look a lot nicer. So what I'm going to do is get my pocket hole jig set up, and we're going to do pocket holes in each end of these boards here. That way we can get them all lined up and start putting it together. But first thing I got to do, I know I just clamped down. My bits are underneath here. If you did not know, your pocket hole jig has a holder underneath it. So that's always kind of cool. But we're going to get this all laid out now, and we're going to get it put together. My goal is to get it in the house tonight and get it attached, and then hopefully tomorrow we can start on our trim pieces. So that's already set for 3/4. We're good there. That's set too. We're good. So I'm not going to bore you all with me drilling. I don't even know how many holes that is. I got 6 boards, 24 pocket holes. So I'll see y'all back in a little while. All right, we got the pocket holes done. I wanted to show you this real quick because I don't want you all to think I'm just an absolute genius, even though I do come up with some cool stuff. I came up with this online right here, all right? This is my design. So this was a website, and you can Google them. There's tons of these out there. This is a board and batten calculator. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I'm going to give them credit for this because it's pretty cool. This one is just called inchcalculator.com. Just put in board and batten layout or whatever you want in Google, you'll find it. But what you do is you tell it, and it doesn't show it here because I just printed this one page, but you tell it how long your wall is, how wide your boards are going to be, and then you can select how many of these you want or how much spacing you want between each one. I think is what it was. So I told it I wanted 6. They came up with this for me. It gives me exactly 22 inches between each one, or 22-inch panels. So that's how I got everything laid out right now, and now I can just put it all together. But if you're wanting to do a wall like this in your house, I highly recommend you just Google it instead of sitting there racking your brain all night trying to figure out exactly how to do this, because it's difficult trying to come up with this. So now what I'm going to do is get these lined up, and I'm going to use a square. Now I do know they make, and I have the Craig clamps actually, I just don't like them. But we're going to start assembly on this. Basically the biggest thing is we just want it to sit square in there, which that's square right now. Now I am going to have to put some downward pressure on this one to get it to grab. And you don't got to go crazy with it. And that's it right there, guys. So I'm going to do that all the way down. I'm not doing my one end board yet. I guess it'll be that end down there because I do have an outlet. I got to look and see if I can move the outlet or if there's, maybe I'll trim. I hate to cut into one of these and trim around it. I think I'd look silly, but we might have to. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out when we get to that point, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and assemble all these. I will leave the camera running for this. I'll just fast forward you guys. And let's get these going. There we go. So we pretty much have this thing assembled already. As to where if you was building this in your house, you're still probably trying to find studs at the moment. And it's not working out too well for you. So what I'm going to do is go inside, pull some measurements real quick, see where that outlet's going to hit on this one, and we'll be back. So y'all stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are on day 2 of our board and batten wall, and I do have it installed. It's not done. I got my panels cut last night and put in place. I didn't really show you that because there's not a whole lot to it. I mean, I literally took a 4x8 sheet of this, I call it a hardy board. I don't know exactly what it is, but the stuff paints really nice and it's nice and smooth. This is perfect for your inserts. Don't be doing that stuff where you just nail these battens up on the wall and then you paint the drywall to match. That's tacky. Do it like this, put a little bit extra effort into it. So today after work, I went to Home Depot and I got all the trim I need to frame all this out now and actually make it look like something pretty before we start putting paint on it. So let me find I guess these are the smaller ones I got. Kind of went through their scrap pile and got everything that they had without having to take big 16 footers. This is the profile that I chose for what's going to be inside of our boxes. I think that's going to look pretty nice. It'll look good for sure. So first thing I'm going to do though, I'm going to get these all out of the way because we're going to do a piece of trim that goes under our top cap. And that is this 12-foot piece right here that I picked up. It's actually upside down right now, but you get the point of it. And this 1x4x10 is absolutely nothing. I bought that because these are not solid pieces of wood. You can see a line here where that was a piece, right here's a piece. You know what I mean? So these are not solid and they're flimsy. Being 12 foot long, I didn't want it bouncing in the bed of my truck, so I bought this 1x4 just to put underneath it. So when I strapped it down, it had something kind of hold it in place a little more. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do this because we're not just going to cut this down to our 131 inches and nail it in place. We're going to put a return on the one end where you'll see it, and I'm going to show you how we do that return, so stay tuned. All right, guys, here's what I'm talking about. So I got this cut to my size, did 45 on this end. Now, if we didn't do that, the end of our run would just be this right here. That's ugly. We don't want that. So the easiest way I do this is I cut this size, and then I turn my saw the other way, 45, and cut this at a 45. I'm going to flip this piece over, and this is going to end up being a very small piece of wood, but that's fine. We're going to line it up right where we want it for this 45 to look right, and we're going to mark it to cut it, which pretty much we're just cutting off. So right here's my line where I'm going to cut. So we're just going to end up with a straight cut here, and this is the only piece we're going to have. So let me cut that, and we'll get it attached on here. All right, we got it cut. This is all we need right here is this little piece. I know it looks silly, but when we glue it on now, it's going to return this whole shape of this trim piece back up against itself, so you'll have a nice reveal right here. That's what you want to do, okay? So what we're going to do is put a couple dabs of some CA glue on this thing, just to hold it. You don't need a ton of it. That's probably too much that I did, but that's okay. And now we'll put it in place. There we go. And that's our finished product now. That looks so much prettier than just cutting it flat off and leaving it like that. These little details like this are going to make your work look a lot better, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take this inside, and then, oh, what the hell's all over that? And then we're going to start making our frames. We're going to make 5 basically picture frames. So I'll be back. All right, guys, I got my first pieces cut for our frame. And what we're going to do is just a little bit of CA glue, put all this together. Kind of just laying it out, show you all what it's going to look like. So basically like that's what we're going to have, all right? It's going to obviously line up better than that, but that's what we're going for. So now let's do the fun stuff and dab a little glue. There we go, one frame built, 4 to go. So that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. This one didn't, my glue got away from it, just like I told y'all to be careful of. So that's okay, I can get that fixed. I'm gonna get the next 4 built and I'll be back in a little while and show you all the, I don't know, not the finished product. We still got a caulk tonight, so we'll probably see y'all at that time. Hey guys, welcome back. So we are finally to the stage of start caulking. Now, I know you can see on camera probably like I have a small gap right here. It happens, all right? But we're gonna caulk this top lip up top here. We're gonna caulk the insides of these, I believe. Maybe, I don't know, they fit pretty tight, so I might not caulk those. But I do got to caulk across the top of the baseboard all the way around, and even the baseboard around this cabinet that we finally got done. And we built that cabinet around Christmas time, and I had the baseboard ready for it, but we just, I couldn't do it until I got this wall built. But I did take this top cap off. It was a 1x4, so it was 3.5 inches out, and it was just too big. I didn't like it because it was hiding this piece of trim right here. So I ended up cutting it down to 2 inches wide and reattached it, and it really shows this trim a lot better. But all of our squares are trimmed out. The baseboard's back on. This is how you want them to look. This looks really pretty. So tonight, I'll caulk everything, fill all my nail holes, let it dry. Tomorrow we're gonna start putting paint on this thing. So I just want to give you all a quick little update. I know I haven't showed you anything of it inside the house yet, so sorry about that. But that's where we're at. So I'm gonna get caulking, try to get done. It's already a little bit after 8. I haven't even had a shower yet, so gotta try to get it done because my wife comes home tomorrow. So I want to try to surprise her and have this done. And then we got the cool thing coming because these 2 pictures are coming down and I got something new going up top here. So probably see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning and this thing is officially sanded, all taped up, ready to paint. So paint I'm using is Behr Ultra from Home Depot, and it's a stain blocking paint and primer, and it's supposed to be scuff defense, which is great if you got kids. Biggest problem I see is I probably don't have enough paint. Probably got enough for 1 coat, but I don't have enough for 3. So probably get a couple coats on it, or 1 at least, and then might have to go get some more paint, but it's ready to paint. So I'm not going to bore y'all with making you watch me paint 3 coats of paint because that would be horrible, and I don't think anybody would want to watch that. So what I'm going to do is just get my stuff ready. I guess I'll see you guys next time you see this wall. It'll be done. So lucky you, because you don't have to do the 3 coats of paint on it unless you're doing this project yourself. And yeah, see y'all in a little while. All right, everybody, this is the finished product. It is all done. Tape is pulled. Looks nice. Tied that cabinet in. Still deciding if I want to do this little wall right here. I might do it. I don't know yet, but that outlet is definitely right in the way. So it's going to have to be moved, but yeah, this is looking good. Now all I got to do is get those pictures down up top there I was talking about earlier, and get my new ones in. So still got to get a trim piece for up here because my wall is not, this wall was not 100% 45-degree angle when I built that cabinet. So I still got to do a trim piece right there and do crown molding on top of this cabinet. But we're getting there, guys. So like I said, if you do this, take your time and do it. Remove your baseboard so it all looks like a nice custom built-in piece when you're done. And don't put it on top of your baseboard. And you can end up with something pretty cool. So hope this helps y'all if you're looking to build some board and batten. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see y'all next time.